the run. Here's Anthony McFarland. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches. It led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Munia. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
After the turnover, here's Locke. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
The Broncos first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Block. He completes this to Sutton. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete.
Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Steelers, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And it's brought in by Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To Anthony McFarland.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Steelers.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame.
Is no good. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
4-yard gain on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Block now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Third and 2, Lock's going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the Broncos first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Devin Bush.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
On first down, Lock. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. McManus now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Broncos 14. Steelers 6. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Yo, switch it, come here, switch it. Hey, alert.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger.
At the Broncos' 25.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Block off of play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
7 yards.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really, really difficult to block coming off.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice game.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
On the give, this is McFarland. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into it? Touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? A big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Steelers 28, Broncos 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Second and 5 now. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Locke. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Middle. I can't believe they let you play. Hey! They didn't let you play. These two. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Forward is Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early. Dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the 29, Locke
The 29
steps away to his left. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the... .40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 11 now. Shotgun snap to Locke. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They're running it. 54's mark. 54's mark. Check, check.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me isn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, practice distinctive destinations are
the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a run with McFarland. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Anthony McFarland.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 11. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Broncos 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Locke working out of the gun. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
11 yards.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and
this is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off for the loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
the ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th.
Block to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Turnover on down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, McFarland. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, this will be McFarland. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. McFarland running out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger going for it all. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Boswell to kick off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
3 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Screen pass to Lindsey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Steelers. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.